Okay, so let's get started on how we do Instagram stories. So when we go to our Instagram profile, you can see here my profile picture, and there's a blue plus, which means there's no stories at the moment. So what I want to be doing is clicking on my profile picture, and that's going to open up my camera. Now, you can see here I'm just recording this is my laptop screen, and you'll see at the bottom I've got this like bar. So at the moment it's on normal. If I swipe it to live, I can go to live, and there's other options as we go along. So let's just start with normal. Normal is just going to take a picture. If I click on the link, and you can see here I'm recording on my computer picture, that's going to take a picture. Now what we want to be doing here, so for example, I'll just take that off, make this small. So let me say, for example, I'm just going to take a picture of my laptop website on it, and now I'm just going to click on the top. You can see there's also at the top right, we have a few different symbols. Let's click on the letters AA. That's going to open up the writing tab. So I'm just going to write something here, for example, new website up, and I can put that here at the top. Now if I click on it, you can see this color bar at the bottom as well, so I can change obviously the color, and up the top here I can also change the way it's written up. So if you've got like lots of writing, then make sure it's easier to read. So let's put that here at the top. Now I've also got this little pen one, which allows me to make draw. You can see it's got different types. This one's thicker, this one's like voluminous, this one's an eraser, but I wouldn't really worry about the eraser because you can just quickly undo on here. And then you've got this one, which is like this. So let's undo all of this. Maybe make a little circle around here. Okay, cool. And then the final one we've got is the little stickers. So that's that bottom here. And these ones are really important. So you've got location. So it's going to search your location. I'm in the moment in Germany, so it will give me this one here. This one's especially good if you're trying to reach local businesses. I highly recommend often putting, your location. As if people are watching that story and they do ever find anything that's interesting, they might click on your profile and have a further look if you're putting up regularly good content that's somehow catching people's eye. And if I was a local business, I'd definitely try a tactic around locations. You can put other things up here, like for example the temperature. We can put up a timestamp. The other thing that's quite good is hashtags. So now you can search hashtags and watch stories. So again, putting up a hashtag that you're trying to be searched for is a really good idea. I've just seen like slime, for example. If you were making like slime, I just saw as well that you can actually follow hashtag stories now. That's just been released on Instagram. So if people love slime, they'll follow the slime hashtag, and then every time there's a new story they'll be updated. So again, it's well worth playing around with the hashtags. If you ever want to delete anything, you can just click on it and drag it down to the little delete button. But say for example I'm trying to be found for websites, then I'll put the website hashtag on there. And again, you have to do a bit of research there, which hashtags are going to be relevant for you, which ones are being used, etc, etc. That's just a bit of research and work for your own business. Another really cool one that's relatively recent is the poll. So a poll is a really great tool to be interactive with your audience. So I could ask, for example, do you like the new website? And then people can just vote if they like it, or not. So we can put that up here. And then you've just got stickers. So for example, we put up Wednesday, and you can see here we've got different Christmassy ones. I love this little penguin. This is my favorite. I'm definitely going to put up one using that. And you've just got, heaps of different stickers. So you can just have a bit of fun and be creative. But especially with location, hashtags, these ones here, you can definitely be very specific and try and target as well people trying to discover you. Now once I'm happy with my creative, obviously don't want to do every sticker at once, you just click on the bottom here, send to, and now it's going to allow me to just send it either to my story, which is what I normally do, or you could also send it to a specific group, or you can make a close friends group, or you can create a new group here. And if you, for example, have certain customers that follow you and you want to make something specific for them, you can do that. Again, you can be creative around it, but let's just for now go with the normal story, and now we're going to share that. So now you can see there's a little ring around my profile. That means I've got an active story, and so when I click on it, I can see it here. And what all I do, like once I've left it up, I can lift it up here, and it's going to tell me how many, like it's going to give me some statistics. Obviously there's nothing here because I've just put it up. It will give me some, you know, votes for yes or no because I've used that one, and it'll also tell me how many people, you know, have viewed my profile or anything like that. Let's just leave it for the time being. So that's how we use a normal, that's how we put up a normal story. Now let's go back to the normal one, go back to the camera, and let's have a look at some of the other ones. Now we've got if we slide here, let's go to the left one. So that's a live video. If I wanted to go on a live, I can click here, and then it's going to connect me live. And that's just, you know, live streaming, but that's a kind of, you know, different thing altogether. Let's go to boomerang. Now boomerang is one of my favorites, so you can, again, you can just have a bit of fun, be creative with this. So let me see, I've got a cup here. If I click on this, exactly, there we go. That's you know, I could put something up, you know, morning coffee time, or you know, morning equals coffee time. So something even as simple as that, like people sometimes love it, like, and I could do like, do you agree? I'm just making up this as we go, but do you mean like you can just have a bit of fun? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, you can obviously change these. I didn't know that. Oh, see, so you can actually even put up different options here. Dad, Mom, yeah, okay, cool. So you can just put up different things. I just made that one as a random one. So you can actually change the thing as well. I didn't realize that. Okay, do you agree? Morning equals coffee time. So something even just as simple as that, and then, you know, add it to my story. Okay, discard this one. Although I actually kind of think it's pretty cool. Now super zoom is a relatively new one as well, one of my favorites. Again, you can have a bit of fun with this. I don't really have anything too exciting hanging out here. Let's focus on this one here. So what it does, you see I'm focusing in on this little hedgehog here behind my computer, and when I button, it's going to zoom in, and you'll have to put up the volume on. Oh, I've got the volume up. Probably not going to let it sound because I'm recording on my phone, but if you do it yourself, you hear it makes like a really funny little noise, and it's just, yeah, it's a very fun kind of filter. It's kind of like to have a bit of a play around. Then you've got a rewind button, so again you can just record something and it's just gonna, you know, play in reverse order, and you know, you can be a bit creative with that. You know, have hands-free, and stop motion again is a relatively new one, so you can do something like that. So for example, I could take a picture, you know, of my face here, and then I can go and take a picture of this face here, and when I click done, it's gonna, you know, play around with that. So again, be creative, and you know, you can have a bit of fun with these kind of things. And the last one, and I just discovered this a second ago as I was testing this out, you've also got the little person with the little glitter on the head, which is the filters. And normally obviously you use that on your own face, but I've just discovered that you can actually use it on pictures as well, which is, I think, pretty awesome. Okay, so now let's move on to the new feature, which is the Instagram highlights. So as you can see here, there's this little button now that says, you know, new, and then you've got, you can see here, I've put like a few stories that I've used before. And what I can do, so once I click on this little button that says new, any of my previous stories that I've uploaded since the app's obviously come out, so it's only come out since the 8th of December, you can then upload. So if you're a business or a brand, I'd kind of be a bit strategic with this. So for example, and I've just put a few together just to show you. So I've got here one that I've just made, which is a video on, for example, if people wanted to get a chatbot done. So it's a service that I offer. So you know, I can put add chatbots, and I'm going to add it. Oh, okay, Instagram's going to have problems at the moment. There we go. Okay, you persevere and it works. So I'm going to add here chatbot. I'm going to add this one, which is a little video about my podcast. I'm going to add it, and then I'm going to add this one here, which is the video that I'm going to make for Insta stories, which is then going to be linked to my YouTube. So I've just made them, and the reason I've added them in that sequence as well, so you can see that the Insta stories is the first one, the podcast is the second one, and then chatbot's the third. So what I'm doing here is if somebody comes onto my profile and they'll click, you know, on this one here, so the first one they see is learn about Insta stories, including Insta highlights, check out latest social media secrets video. You can find it and many others on the website. Link is in the bio. So I'm giving instructions, and I've just taken a little clip. And I literally just made this 2 seconds ago. Do you mean like you can play around with the creative and obviously, do a lot better than I have. But I'm a big believer in it's better just to put something out. Like that took me 2 minutes, to do. Yes, you could do it a lot nicer, but I think it's better to have something than, nothing. The second one is then my podcast. So check out podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Anchor. Latest episode on website. So you've got my name, the name of the podcast on there. I've just let a little segment, kind of run. So again, I'm promoting a lot of my free content, and this is again just my strategy on it. For example, if I wanted to, because I do, obviously a lot of the content that I put out is is free, and then obviously as I do have a company and I offer services, so if anybody wanted to actually work with someone with me, I could put here. So I do chatbots, get a chatbot for your business, automate tasks, save time, and build a brand, personalized chatbot for your business from $997. So if that was, for example, like an offer that I'm doing at the moment, I can just put that up as a little video. And again, it's all about, and again, you have to make your own decisions on, I wouldn't use this, to sell all your products, but I don't mind. Like I said, for me, I put a lot of free content out, and then I do also want to, put up some of my products, and even you can see that I'm literally putting up the price, because if somebody wants to, they're consuming a lot of my content and they like what I'm doing, or they're looking for something specific, then they can just also, I'm giving them the information they want. Like if that's something that they're interested in and want, they can click on it and they can, get in contact with me. So I think these can also be used, for your products. I think the best thing to always do when you're trying to sell anything is, make it in a way that is just convenient for the person. Because if I was looking on, something and I just, like I said, I just want to, they know that I do chatbots, then maybe that's just something that they're interested in. Like it's just the option. They don't have to look, through that. I'm not spamming them, but for the person that, wants that piece of information, it's there. So I could make another one with websites or any of the different services that I make. So it's just easy, and what I'm trying to do is make it easy and simple for people to get what they want. If they just want the free content, it's also there. And I'm even going to kind of change up the description of my bio, because it's always about just giving people what they want, serving them in the best way possible. And that was everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found some value in this video. Please, if you did, please like and put your comments below. Let me know what you thought. If you've got any questions, put them down below, so I'll try and jump back in and answer anything I can for you. You can also go on my website jenrotman.com.au, and you'll find all my different content and social media platforms on there. I do put out different stuff on different platforms, so have a look there if there's anything that you think is really valuable. Otherwise, subscribe if you think these kind of videos are interesting. I definitely put them up on YouTube, or check me out on Anchor. I put a lot of stuff out there as well. But other than that, I just really want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.